Welcome viewers to the Saturday, August 24th edition of 284 News. I am Jacques Wooding, bringing you our top stories from this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Prominent and long-standing businesswoman Gertrude CALLWOOD has passed away. The news was announced via Gertrude's Beach Bar and Grill's Facebook page on Sunday. 2nd District Representative Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull, in an invited comment to our newsroom, spoke on her legacy and contributions.
As representative of the 2nd District, I was saddened this morning when I received the news that one of our stalwarts in the tourism industry had passed, Auntie Gertrude CALLWOOD. Auntie Gertrude was a trailblazer and fun-loving individual who cherished her family and took great joy in serving the visitors and guests at the world-renowned business Gertrude's Beach Bar and Restaurant in White Bay, Just Van Dyke. Our bond grew even stronger during the pandemic of 2019, at a time where we spent time in prayer, singing, and deep reflection. She will be tremendously missed, not only by her children and extended family, but all the people of Just Van Dyke, the British Virgin Islands, and the many friends who she had made throughout the world. Auntie Gertrude cared deeply for people and had a passion for seeing the BVI govern with integrity. She often spoke candidly about the current state of affairs, longing for leaders to steer the territory straight rather than the crooked path that it seemed to be on. My family, myself, and the wider 2nd District community, I extend our heartfelt condolences to her entire family.
Meanwhile, Premier and Minister for Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, has come under fire after it was revealed in the House of Assembly that he had inaccurately budgeted for the salary structure of public servants. Many opposition legislators spoke out against the mistake by the Premier during a recent debate, with one strong voice being opposition legislator Honorable Myron WALWYN, who called for the Premier's resignation. WALWYN stated that the position of Minister for Finance carries a heavy responsibility, adding that the Premier was trusted with the finances of the country and went off on a, quote, frolic of his own.
What happens in Caribbean countries and even in developed countries in the world when a Minister of Finance or any minister makes what Ralph Gonsalves would have called a monumental blunder of this type of proportion? The proper thing for that person to do is to resign from their post as Minister of Finance. And I'm calling on the Premier to do the honorable thing, and you won't fall your government, you will still have 7. But what you have shown to this country is that you're not capable of being the Minister of Finance. How can you underestimate and I'm thinking the truth really is, it's about $20 million. It is really about $20 million, Madam Speaker. How can you get that wrong? A $20 million mistake? And what is even worse is everybody have their job. Nothing has been done whatsoever to show contempt for this level of mistake. Madam Speaker, we had a recent example in the UK with Liz Truss. Remember, she come down here and she carried on with all what she was carrying on with all her list. And she turned the whole of the UK bottom up with her financial policies. She was called in and she was made to resign. The Premier should do the honorable thing. Let Honorable Smith or somebody else who's more capable become the Minister of Finance.
Opposition member Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull also lamented on the seriousness of such a mistake.
Now, Madam Speaker, here we are with a $20 million. This ain't a $20 million mistake. This ain't a mistake. This ain't a blunder. This is a humbug. This is a mashup, Madam Speaker, because given where we are in this territory, given where we are in this economy, given especially, Madam Speaker, what has just occurred with the, I'm going to call it a Hurricane 2, Category 2 at least, that just passed, Madam Speaker, we should be in a position where we could restore our territory.
As the situation unfolds, the government of the Virgin Islands has instituted a hiring freeze and travel restrictions for public service workers as part of its measures to cut costs while investigating the $20 million salary discrepancy. According to the Premier, the issue arose from a new salary structure implemented this year.
Madam Speaker, as a part of its monitoring and fiscal responsibility, the Ministry of Finance on the 19th April 2024 conducted an analysis of the impact of the compensation review on the 2024 budget allocations for personal emoluments. The purpose of the analysis was to analyze actual expenditure for personal emoluments of existing public officers up to the 15th April 2024 to extrapolate the anticipated spending to year end. The projected amount would be used in the preparation of subsequent fiscal data to support the medium-term fiscal frame, the medium-term fiscal plan, the 2023 mid-year budget review, and the 2025 budget estimates. The analysis revealed that there was a significant variance between the funding required for personal emoluments for the current officers, which as at 15th April 2024 amounted to $25,056,518.
Premier Wheatley further disclosed that an investigation will be conducted into the matter, adding that His Excellency Governor Daniel Pruce has already approved the investigation. In an effort to remedy the significant financial budgeting hole, the government has chosen to freeze all non-essential hiring, restricted non-essential travel for government employees, and advance the implementation of a contributory pension scheme.
I've made a request to the governor, who is constitutionally responsible for the terms and conditions of employment of public officers, for an investigation into the circumstances which led to this wide variance, and the governor has agreed for this investigation to be conducted. As a result of this variance, Cabinet has recommended to the governor an immediate freeze on non-essential hiring, restrictions on travel, advancing the implementation of a contributory pension scheme, and the establishment of a committee to develop proposals or consider proposals for revenue-raising initiatives and cost-saving measures.
And viewers of that, we take a quick word from our sponsors. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And now it's time for your daily updates on this year's Atlantic hurricane season. Meteorologists say that surface temperatures may be a contributor.
Gather around. It's important we stay informed about the storm approaching.
You're right. Late August to early September is when the hurricane season is most active.
How do we know when the storm is coming? We can monitor regional conditions using our smartphones or going online.
You know, that's right. And we should always rely on sources like the Department of Disaster Management and the National Hurricane Center for accurate information.
Right. Those are the organizations that have experts to provide real-time data and forecasts.
I hear you. But what if the power goes out?
This battery radio even works without power.
I just downloaded the new DDM app. It will send us updates and alerts.
Excellent. Remember, staying informed is our first line of defense. Let's make sure we're ready for anything.
Stay informed, stay connected, and stay prepared. Because when you're armed with information, you can weather any storm that comes your way. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.
There are many ways to enjoy life. Like so many ways to count on Popular.
Well,
Am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG. Remember when I was dabbling in knife throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye.
No.
In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though. Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. The British Virgin Islands Electricity Corporation has confirmed that the ransomware known as Akira is responsible for the recent cyber attack that disrupted the company's operations. This revelation was made by BVIEC's General Manager, Dr. Neil Smith, during a recent interview with local media. Dr. Smith disclosed that the cyber attack was initially identified last week, but further investigations have uncovered that the system had been compromised for several months before the breach was detected.
Late last week, we had what we recognized eventually, or assessed and evaluated eventually as a cyber attack, a ransomware by the name of Akira. Was used to, it got into the system. We believe that this happened over a period of weeks or months. And they eventually, compromised the system to the point where we had to actually shut everything down. This has been something that has happened with our sister utilities across the region. So we were actually preparing ourselves to actually increase our security protocols over the coming months.
Dr. Smith stressed the severity of the situation, declaring that the attack would be treated as a national security issue. In response, an investigation has been launched.
This is being dealt at the highest levels. It's being treated as a national security issue. As you know, the BVIEC's infrastructure is a national asset. And it's essential for the economy to run, right? Have we noticed in honest too? And also it's being treated as a crime. We have very talented and knowledgeable people, third parties working with us to rectify the matter. We also have law enforcement involved. But I would expect that in very short order. I'm confident, based on the progress that is being made, that we'll have everything back to, as we say in BVIEC, back to normal.
The extent of the cyber breach was further detailed by BVIEC's financial controller, Ms. Carmen Sully. She explained that multiple systems had been affected by the ransomware, though specific details on the damage and affected systems was not disclosed.
It's unfortunate that the BVIEC has been, suffering from this cyber attack. It has really affected our financial systems across the board, in terms of the billing system, the customer service database, or financial systems. So it's not only in terms of customers being affected, it's our suppliers as well. We have to know, practically go back to the Stone Age, writing checks on hand, calculating bills on hand. But we are confident that we had already gotten some of the readings for some of the cycles. And so we have accurate information for certain cycles. For those that we don't have, we're going to have to use some sort of an average bill calculation. It's the best we can do at the moment, but I can assure that, customers can still come and pay their bills. They will be given a manual receipt. It's the best we can do for now. And I can certainly say that our IT team is working really hard to get the system back up.
In other news, Caribbean Cellular Telephone continues to establish itself as the most reliable choice for telecommunications in the British Virgin Islands. This reputation was further solidified during the recent passage of Tropical Storm Ernesto, which had since intensified into Hurricane Ernesto. Despite the storm's unexpected strength, CCT's network sustained minimal damage and maintained service, underscoring the company's commitment to reliability and a positive customer experience. CCT's leadership attributes this network resilience to strategic investments made following the devastating hurricanes Irma and Maria in 2017. Chief Executive Officer Avrad Penn noted that their wireless network showed remarkable durability, with only a few sites suffering minor damage, most of which have already been repaired. He attributed this resilience to significant upgrades made to enhance the network's strength and redundancy post-2017. Chief Technical Officer Kyle Desant shared similar views, emphasizing that while there were minor disruptions, the mobile and fiber networks remained largely operational. He mentioned that 99% of the mobile network was restored almost immediately, and the fiber network was mostly intact, with efforts now focused on restoring a few last-mile connections. And viewers, with that, we take a quick break. Stay with us because there is more when we return.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Hi, my name is Judy, VI Motors Operations Assistant, and I'm here with Thing, our mechanic here, and we're going to show you today how you can locate your VIN number on a vehicle.
Your vehicle's VIN, or Vehicle Identification Number, it's a unique code specific to your car. It's important for various purposes like registration, insurance, and maintenance. To find your VIN, start by looking at the dashboard on the driver's side. You can see it through the windshield near the bottom corner of the dashboard. It's usually a small metal plate or a sticker with a combination of 17 characters. If you can't find it there, other common locations include the driver's side door jab, engine block, or it may be mentioned in your registration's documents. And that's how you find your vehicle's VIN number. Remember, this unique identifier is crucial for various services related to your car. It's a good idea to note it down or take a picture for future references. If you are having trouble locating it, please don't hesitate to ask a professional or refer to your owner's manual for guidance. Thank you for watching this quick guide on finding your vehicle's VIN. Stay tuned for more helpful tips to keep your car in top condition. Visit us at Dove's Bottom or at our Parts Point location in Virgin Gorda, or call us at 494-2496 or our website at www.vimotors.com.
Start the year off with more. More speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI, CCT Fire, and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. 18-year-old track sensation ADAEJAH HODGE is using her historic experience at the Paris Olympic Games as motivation for the next phase of her career. Speaking with Sophia Faye, the public relations officer for the BVI Olympic Committee, HODGE reflected on her groundbreaking performance and shared her ambitions for future competitions.
Watching the race actually fueled me a lot more. It was a bit emotional when I got back to the car room after my semifinal, because I know I didn't perform to the best of my abilities. I know that I'm capable of running what made the final, which was 22:36, and I'm not gonna lie, I cried a little bit, but I'm using this as fuel. So watching the finals, it was like that could have been me, but I'm delayed but never denied. I know there's big things ahead, and I know that if I want it, I have to work for it, basically.
Hodge made history at the Paris Olympics by becoming the youngest female athlete to compete in the women's 200-meter event and the first athlete from the BVI to advance to the semifinals in that discipline. Though she has already achieved significant milestones, Hodge remains focused on what lies ahead. She has her sights set on the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles.
I think it's sunken in a little bit, not too much though. I think I tend to overshadow my blessings sometimes, so I have to like rewind and unwind and just appreciate all the things that I've accomplished so far. I'm not content. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not content with the semifinalists. I really wanted to be a finalist, but it's just not my time yet. I know I have time to mature, and I know I have time to just enhance my game, people would say, and just making sure that I'm ready for the next time for when I am the finalist.
Before turning her attention to Los Angeles, Hodge will compete in the 2024 World Athletics Under-20 Championships in Lima, Peru, from August 27th to 31st. Also known as the World Junior Championships, this event will see Hodge competing against the top young athletes in her age group from around the globe. She believes that her Olympic experience has given her the confidence and preparation that she needs to excel.
I think it just gives me experience. Going into U20s is also a really big meet with really high stakes and really like greater pressure. To be honest, I think U20s will be more it will have more pressure on myself to do better because me and the individuals are on the same caliber. We're all under the age of 20. So just going in, I'm just going to prepare myself and just let my body rest these couple of days and just get back into training. Coming off of a big championships, I can't just go into training and just like bang everything. I have to let my body like recover and just staying on top of things and being consistent. My season is not over. Most of the people who competed in the Olympics, their season is over, but I still have one more competition and I have one more chance to get it right.
Also in the world of sports, a hat-trick by Tyreek Charles propelled the British Virgin Islands to their first and only win of the 2024 Caribbean Football Union's Boys Under 14 Challenge Series against the United States Virgin Islands. Playing in Trinidad and Tobago on Monday, the British Virgin Islands defeated the USVI 3-1. The USVI dominated the early stages of the match, but that dominance failed to bear fruit as the British Virgin Islands caught up in the 24th minute. Miles Penn played a telling ball in behind, and Charles outpaced the USVI defense to lob their goalkeeper. The USVI's dominance was rewarded in the second half with an equalizer. The jubilation lasted only 4 minutes as Charles benefited from an indecisive play in the USVI defense and got a loose ball. Charles completed his hat-trick in the 70th minute. Here's a look at those highlights.
Dano finds Berry. Back to Alexander. Alexander trying to find Berry. He does. But the big defender is going to come. Oh, he loses out to Berry. Berry puts the ball across. Still hasn't gone out of play. Smith with a shot. Oh, it's just wide. He's looking for movement, trying to get it impressive to Charles going. This can be dangerous. Charles, and it's in the back of the net. You cannot sleep on that man. Tyreek Charles. He wins. He scores. British Virgin Islands, look at it again. They will celebrate. It was a perfect striker's goal. It drops to Berry. Berry going for a bit of a run here. Berry, Donovan Berry! A bit too anxious there. Shot from distance. Oh, into the back of the net. A beauty. What a goal by Harrison Oriole. Evel, sorry. As there it was. He shook off the challenge of the wingback. And then Charles, oh my goodness me, Tyreek Charles is off to the races here. Gordinho coming across. Gordinho, but Charles shakes off the challenge and calmly puts it away. Tyreek Charles, he doubles the advantage. As they just try to put this one to bed. Charles with a shot. Oh, it's past Rollins. Tariq Charles with a hat trick. And that seems to be game, set, and match.
The BVI played its final match of the competition against Anguilla on Tuesday, losing that game 3-0 to exit the competition ranked 4th in their group. In other news, 284 Media recently joined the Kids and the Sea BVI team for their 2024 summer program. This year, our team joined campers on the water for a capsize exercise. Here's a look at how things went down.
The number one rule of capsizing: don't panic. Don't scream. If you happen to get trapped underneath the boat, keep your hand up, just so the boat don't land on your head. So you think you got it?
Think so, you're to see.
Alright.
Let's go. Let's go, guys. Scoop it, scoop it.
What's going on next?
Again, Alex. We actually missed. Go on then. You hear me?
And viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com. Join our WhatsApp channel, for which there should be a QR code on your screen right now. Like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and Threads. I'm Jaco Wooding, and I'm hoping you have a safe and enjoyable weekend. See you again soon. Goodbye.
As the winds start to whisper of approaching storms, it's time to safeguard your sanctuary.
Hey, have you checked your insurance policy lately?
Not recently. Why?
It's very important to check your insurance policy before the hurricane season.
That's a good idea. I'll reach out to my provider and get some information.
Awesome. Come, son, let's plan for emergencies together. We're gonna include your favorite comfort kit.
Thanks, Dad. That makes me feel safer.
We're packing extra medications and extra batteries for your hearing aid.
And by the way, don't forget my glasses.
Okay, Pops.
Alright, let me see. Okay.
Going on, dog?
What you saying? You good?
You got truck? How you on here doing?
I hear trimming some of the branches to make sure they don't cause a frig when the storm come.
Fair point. I gotta go clean out the gutter them down by me so nothing don't build up. You know how that could go sometimes.
Makes sense. That sounds good. We gotta be prepared.
Facts.
Sometimes we get off track, but that's okay.
Yo, thanks for chilling with the dog today, you know.
Man, anytime, you know I got you.
Yeah, but the place so damn hot now. And you know the old people them say when it's so hot, a storm somewhere out there coming.
Listen, I rebuke that in the name of great God of the universe, okay? Let me move these stuff so they don't cause a problem.
Alright, me want my neighbor window get knocked out and all, my son.
Remember, we're in this together. Reach out to your community, lend a hand, and shield each other from the storm's challenges. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.